Welcome to Arizona Living, your home, your inspiration. I'm Jane Manzuris. Well, the holidays are upon us and we're all in the hustle and bustle of the season. And right now is the perfect time to give the ultimate gift, you. Today we're going to share ways on how to give this season. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up on the show. We've got ideas to help your family volunteer this holiday season, tips to navigate the healthcare system to best suit your needs, and how to make a custom ornament to decorate your tree. All that and more coming up on today's show. Today we're at St. Mary's Food Bank, a place that could use your help right now and all year around. And joining me is the Public Relations Director, Jerry Brown. Jerry, St. Mary's is really one of the largest food banks in the country. Tell us what you do here.
Well, what we try to do is feed the hunger of Arizona, and we do that with 250,000 meals a day. You're right, we are one of the largest food banks in Arizona. 90 million pounds of food we distribute every year to the hungry of Arizona.
So when you're working with the families, how many families are you serving a year?
Boy, you know, just out of our one location here, we serve about 800 families a day. You times that by the 700 agency partners that we have around the state, you're talking about thousands of families every day that are helped.
When we think about who is receiving the benefits of the food donations, we may not know who the typical client is.
Right, so many people think about those who are homeless and maybe those who don't have anywhere else to go. We definitely serve those folks, but a lot of the folks that St. Mary's serves are the working poor. Folks that have jobs, but they just don't have enough to get by. They're making their house payment, they're making their car payment, but they don't have enough money to feed their families. And that's where St. Mary's tries to step in, provide that emergency food and get them through the month.
Now, we all think the holiday time is a great time to give back, great time to volunteer. Why are the holidays so important?
You know, it's a great time for everyone to give. It's a great time you get that feeling that you want to give back. And also, holiday meals are important. They're important milestones in everyone's life during the year. You want to have that incredible Thanksgiving dinner where turkey is the centerpiece. And maybe for that one day, even if you're a struggling family, that one sense of normalcy where everything's just like it always has been, and you can maybe put your troubles to the side and enjoy a great meal with your family.
But not only the holidays is it's important, because we all think about giving back in the holidays, but all year round.
Absolutely, and we receive about 40% of our donations during November and December. We have to kind of spread that out during the year. In fact, summer is the hardest part for food banks because we're feeding more kids. They're out of school, they're not getting their school lunches and their school breakfasts. And during the summer, we have less donations coming in than we do at any other time. So when you're donating during the holidays, that food is really spread out all over the year.
I think a lot of people want to donate time and people want to give money, but maybe we don't have a lot of money to donate. But really, a $1 donation can go a long way?
Correct. It doesn't take a whole lot. $1 will provide 7 meals in the community. That breaks down to about 14 cents a meal. So if you have a few dollars in your pocket, we can stretch that dollar as far as you possibly can.
Fantastic. Okay, so you're going to stick around a little bit later on the show. Jerry's going to come back and tell us about ways to volunteer and give back. The holidays can be a sad time for some people, even teenagers, because today they've got a lot of stressors that could impact their lives. But with the help of Teen Lifeline, they're getting the support they need.
In Arizona, suicide is the second leading cause of death for our children, ages 10 to 19. But we know that with prevention education, it doesn't have to be that way. We can lower that number just purely by learning what to look for and what to do. You know, from Teen Lifeline's inception, our mission has been focused on preventing teen suicide across Arizona. And for the last 34 years, we really have been focused on helping to build the resiliency of teens across the state, as well as helping our communities, our schools, our towns, our cities, and all the communities across the state, really fostering support and helping them to build a sense of support and resources for their youth.
I think the greatest thing about the hotline is they're going to talk to another teen. So they'll talk to somebody who's just like them, who understands what they're going through because they're going through it too. But on top of that, the hotline is confidential and anonymous.
Most people
think of Teen Lifeline as a serious room just filled with phones, and it's actually a place that I would call home because we do take calls, and that's a huge part of why we're here. But we're also here to have fun and get to know everyone, so we'll spend a lot of time here in the lounge and just chill and watch movies and do homework and talk to each other and see how how everyone is really doing.
I think teenagers deal with a lot of stressors that we didn't deal with when we were kids, and I think in general for adolescents, they don't have the experience to know that things won't always be the way that they are right now. I think that they live in a society where everything is instant. You know, they don't have to wait for information, they don't have to wait. So when they're in a lot of pain, they just don't have the experience and the knowledge to know that it's going to get better. So I think right now the biggest way kids are learning about us is through our School ID initiative. So we're on the back of over 200 school IDs across the state with a message of hope, and it simply says you're not alone. If you feel like giving up, don't. There's help, there's hope, and they can call Teen Lifeline. I think it's important for parents to know that they can call the hotline too. So while it is a peer counseling hotline, and if a parent calls, they will talk to a teen counselor, I think sometimes they just need a sounding board as well. So anybody can call Teen Lifeline, and that number is 602-248-TEEN or 602-248-8336. Also, feel free to visit the website at teenlifeline.org.
Here's an easy way to help others and feel good. Instead of asking for another gift card for the holidays, ask your friends and family to donate to a local charity in your name. Or better yet, plan a day of volunteering. Here's what's coming up next. Help on selecting the right healthcare plan for you. And windows that knock out the extreme Arizona heat. Windows can have a big impact on your home's temperature and comfort. The experts at Desert King Windows will knock out the weather while providing great quality service.
Hi, I'm Jason Short, and this is Desert King Windows. So the business was started in 2000. We provide free in-home estimates. It's absolutely no pressure. With us, you're not just a number from the big box company. You know, where you're Mr. and Mrs. Smith. You know, there's a heartbeat on the other end of the line when you call us. So we take a huge amount of pride in what we do. This is all we do, is windows and doors every single day. We're going to go in there, we're going to educate you on windows, because if you know as much about windows and doors as we do, you're going to pick us every single time. It's not going to be a high pressure kind of sales tactic. You can be comfortable with us in your home. So day of the install, we show up on time with all the windows and doors in hand. We do a quick walkthrough with our customer, let them know where we're going to be starting. We cover furniture. We move any heavier furniture. We also have our own install methods, the way that we actually pull the entire frame. We don't do a retrofit where we'll fit in a window right above another existing aluminum frame. We get it all out of there. That maximizes your glass space. It's a harder install, it really is, but it's a better quality install. It's going to look more original to the house, but obviously updated. We try to keep it as clean as we possibly can the entire time. You know, it is a construction site, but at the same time, we're very respectful of your home. Most installs are done within a day. All of our windows are completely custom sized, so to fit the opening down to the 1/8 of an inch. We think it's absolutely the best vinyl window on the market, made for the desert. It's not the best window for Montana, it's the best for this climate. When the project is all done, we do a walkthrough with the customer, make sure everything looks nice and everything is correct. There's obviously a lot of factors to energy efficiency in the home. One of the biggest things is how your AC system works along with your windows. The seals are just as important, and so those working together, that's what makes your house so energy efficient. right when their windows are installed. They don't hear the barking dog next door. They don't hear the cars driving by. They don't, hear the school kids leaving school in the afternoon. And then the dust factor. You give people that dust every single week. You're not dusting but every couple of months. I mean, it's a drastic difference. And then on top of the energy efficient savings, it's a very logical upgrade to your home. We're turning 20, so we've been in business for 20 years, longer than any other window company, in year 2020. So we're gonna celebrate with 20% off for everyone. Have a free in-home estimate, a free no pressure estimate. Learn about windows. Call us out, we'll let you know.
Healthcare can be very expensive, but finding the right plan can help lower the cost. So we got some advice on navigating the healthcare maze to find the right plan for you.
Hi, my name is King. I'm your local Medicare broker. I'm also the president of IWG, and what I do is I help people who qualify for Medicare select a health plan. I've been in the industry for over 15 years as far as insurance experience. I've been a specialist in Medicare for over 6 years. IWG is an agency that we specialize in Medicare health plans. We have a firm belief of customer first. Service is our most important thing we offer. I'll begin with our first offering, no-cost consultations. The reason why that's important is right now we're in pre-AEP or AEP. And for a lot of members, this is the time of year, if you qualify for Medicare, you're going to be able to review your current plan and compare it to next year's plan and all the wonderful changes. What I do is I help people navigate that process and help them make a great decision. The next one we offer is personalized service. When I enroll you, you get me, which follows into our third one, which is support services. Whether you have a question or you need assistance, we're going to be available for you all year round. What sets me apart from my peers, they're contracted with just one carrier. With me, I'm not obligated to just one carrier, so that allows me to help you review all the plans at one visit. In addition to that, I'm able to provide unbiased recommendations. You definitely want someone who knows the ins and outs of the industry. What I found is with healthcare, it's got its own language. It's simple as that. When you call in for service, you gotta ask the question in the language of healthcare. If not, they're not gonna know what you're talking about. So having a person that's specialized in healthcare, that's definitely gonna be a big benefit. One that knows your plans. I have so many members who go for different visits and they get overcharged for a copay. I've had members call me at the doctor's office and say, wait a minute, they're trying to charge me $200 and you told me it's supposed to be $50. I said, hold on a second, we'll get them educated. The process, usually we go out to their homes. We're very customer service oriented, so we try to make that as easy as possible. In addition to that, one of the first things I do is I sit and I listen. I do a full needs assessment and you tell me what you want. And then after that, I begin to answer all your questions. And then granted, we'll get to the benefits, we'll explain all the benefits. Then after all that's settled, I'll help you enroll into the plan of your choice. The way it works out is I'm compensated or paid by the carriers. There's no money out of your pocket at all. So many people don't realize when it comes to insurance, I call it keeping them honest, you do want to shop. You do want to look at your plan, look at what your co-payments, what your rates are compared to what's available out there. And what I do is I streamline that process to help you navigate it so it's not an all-day proposition or a full-time job. You let me do that for you.
Some of us adopt a family during the holidays, but what about the rest of the year? Consider adopting a family during the spring or summertime. Just contact your local nonprofit for more information. Here's what's coming up next on Arizona Living. Why buy ornaments when you can make one? I'll show you how in Craft Room Crash. And ways to get involved and volunteer. Gifts mean so much more when you make them. So in today's Craft Room Crash, we're all about making ornaments. This is Craft Room Crash, and I'm outside DIYer Helen Tietz's house. Now, she says she loves to dabble in making everything, but the holidays are her favorite time to create. So let's go crash her craft room and find out what Helen is making today.
Hi, Jane.
Hey, Helen.
Come on in, Jane.
Oh my, no way. This is the craft room?
This is it. I pretty much make something every day. I mean, a lot of times I'll like tackle a project just to see if I can do it. This is it.
I mean, you have every single thing that you need in here.
And if you see it, you'll use it. Because you just never know what you're gonna need. Both my parents were very hands-on. Back in the day, there wasn't all this technology for kids, so my mom taught me how to do everything. Sewing, crocheting, everything.
This is a crafter's dream room right here, Helen.
Yes,
I can't wait to spend the day with you. What are we making?
we are going to make Christmas ornaments. They're glass ornaments. I like to fill them with glitter or just different little things inside. I made you a little sticker that says
DIY by Jane, that's me.
And then this will be the ornament you'll always remember me by. Okay, so take your cup and you're just gonna pour it in there, and then we're gonna swish it around because you wanna coat the whole inside of the ornament.
Without having it fall out.
Correct. And then pour it out. So then you're gonna take your glitter,
My motto, a day without glitter is a day wasted.
swish it around until it's all coated. And then your extra is gonna come out. You can make so many ornaments with that bottle of glitter
Do you ever get glitter everywhere?
everywhere.
Wow, so this is all scraps from like your dad?
My dad was a furrier. A lot of the sewing and creating with like the furs and stuff, you know, I have a lot of furs in boxes that I'm gonna plan on doing something with it. So now you have a little stole you're gonna put on your,
I love that. It's fabulous.
and then we're gonna use the glue gun and we're gonna put it in.
What about,
And then you can add bling to
you
the
know
top.
I love my bling.
Absolutely.
Wait, can I put this around here so it's like
Yes.
she is wearing a necklace? Okay, ribbon me up, sister. These are the finishing touches.
Yes.
So is that okay? That overhead knot is okay with you?
So now I'm making you a bow that we're gonna glue on the front.
Oh, you glue it on the front.
There's that glue gun again.
Look at that.
Love the back of yours.
Look at that, it's fabulous. This is such a great idea, Helen. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for teaching us how to make an ornament.
Absolutely.
So much fun. Thanks so much to Helen. Now we all know how to make a festive ornament for our Christmas tree. And that is what Helen is doing in her craft room. What are you doing in your craft room? I'll see you next time. These are so cute. I love this. We're back at St. Mary's Food Bank with Jerry Brown. Now, Jerry, a lot of people want to give back during the holiday season. What are some of the volunteer opportunities you have here?
You know, we have over 80,000 volunteers who come down during the year. We have 150 full-time employees at the food bank. Our volunteer workforce gives us another 150 employees. So there's no way that we'd be able to do this without volunteers. We have volunteer opportunities Tuesday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. We have shifts that last about 90 minutes, and you'll do everything from helping us build emergency food boxes to actually helping clients out to the car with their food.
And talk about the importance of volunteers. You said you couldn't get anything done without them, but what else are they doing?
It's impossible. You know, we use most of our staff of 150 to drive the food, to the transportation, to handling donations, all of the things that we do. But the majority of the actual building of the boxes really comes from volunteers. And we need that if we would not be able to do everything that we do if it wasn't for the volunteers.
What kind of feedback do you get from the volunteers?
The smiles get a lot wider as after they finish their shift. They know they've done something to help. They're happy about it, and a lot of folks who come back again and again and again because they really enjoy the experience.
Some people don't have time to donate, but they have money. So you can make a financial donation, but that's also a tax write-off. Explain that.
Right, absolutely, and especially with the Arizona tax credit. For a single person, $400, for a family, up to $800. You can donate that money to St. Mary's Food Bank, and it comes right back to you on your taxes. So there aren't many of our taxes out there where we can actually decide where it goes, but with that Arizona tax credit, you can decide where it goes. And we hope you decide St. Mary's Food Bank, because an $800 donation will put almost 6,000 pounds of food on the table.
Wow, and then you know you're doing something really great.
Absolutely.
Talk about people that may need help. What do they do?
please give us a call, 602-242-FOOD. We will direct you, if not right to St. Mary's Food Bank, to the nearest agency partner in your area. Usually you're within a mile or so, and usually there's an agency partner right in your neighborhood, and they'll be able to help you with food right away.
Jerry, thank you so much.
Thank you, and happy holidays.
Thank you, same to you. For more information on St. Mary's Food Bank, just head to their website. Coming up on Arizona Living, make a versatile guest room for your visiting family. Decluttering a space to make a guest room can be challenging, but American Furniture Warehouse has some advice for us.
This year, make room for your guests by decluttering your space with help from American Furniture Warehouse. In this room, we went with a classic leather sofa and paired it with tables and a console to create a modern farmhouse feel. Choosing a sofa and a rug that share similar tones ties elements of the room together without overwhelming with color. What makes this space unique, though, is the versatility and numerous storage options. Kind of like finding out your new favorite dress has pockets. Not only is this coffee table stylish, it offers lots of drawers and shelf space and can be rolled away to make more room. Not to be outdone, the storage console matches the farmhouse look and is a perfect place to store pillows and blankets for guests. Accent chairs bring in a different texture while providing additional seating, and this side table features a pull-out cup holder and a USB port for charging. As always, you can find everything in this room and more at American Furniture Warehouse.
Thanks so much to everyone here at St. Mary's Food Bank for letting us hang out and sharing all the great work they do. Remember, families are in need all year long, not just during the holidays, so don't limit your giving to the holiday season. If you'd like to see what items they need or to inquire about volunteering, just visit St. Mary's website for more information. I'm Jane Manzuras, and I'll see you next time on Arizona Living, your home, your inspiration, where we help you create an inspired life.